Welcome to this 5-part series from BluZone Health, which has been designed to help you break the cycle of breathlessness using mindfulness. In this series, you're going to embark on a journey to explore the profound connection between mindfulness practices and the management of breathlessness. The aim is to equip you with tools, insights, and understanding to navigate the challenges of breathlessness with greater resilience, acceptance, and well-being. We know that breathlessness, whether experienced occasionally or as a chronic condition, can present significant physical, emotional, and psychological hurdles. We invite you to engage with this series as an opportunity for growth, reflection, and self-discovery. Our intention is to create a safe and nurturing space where you can explore mindfulness techniques and cultivate a deeper understanding of your relationship with breathlessness. And our aim is to empower you with knowledge and skills to break free from the breathlessness cycle and embrace life with greater vitality and presence. What is breathlessness or dyspnea? It can be defined as a sensation of difficulty or discomfort in breathing. It manifests as a subjective feeling of being unable to get enough air, leading to a sense of suffocation or air hunger. Individuals experiencing breathlessness may describe sensations such as a tightness in the chest, rapid or shallow breathing, or a feeling of being unable to take a deep breath. This sensation can range from mild to severe and may occur suddenly or gradually over time. There are a number of causes of breathlessness, and these include chronic respiratory conditions, for example asthma, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, or lung disease are among the causes of chronic breathlessness. In these conditions, there is often inflammation, narrowing of airways, or damage to lung tissue, which leads to impaired airflow and oxygen exchange. Another cause of breathlessness are cardiovascular issues, for example heart failure, chronic artery disease, and pulmonary hypertension. Reduced heart function, fluid accumulation in the lungs, or inadequate blood circulation can lead to insufficient oxygen delivery to tissues, which cause breathlessness. Then there's anxiety and stress. These emotional factors can trigger breathlessness or exacerbate existing respiratory symptoms. Psychological distress can lead to hyperventilation, increased respiratory rate, and heightened perception of breathlessness, even without an underlying respiratory or cardiovascular condition. Plus, physical exertion, maybe from exercising or strenuous labour, can cause temporary breathlessness due to increased oxygen demand by muscles and elevated respiratory rate. While this is normal during exertion, persistent breathlessness during physical activity may indicate underlying health issues. There are some of the causes of breathlessness. Now, I would like us to consider the variability of breathlessness, because breathlessness can vary in intensity, duration, and frequency, depending on its underlying causes and individual factors. Let's take a look at intensity first. Breathlessness may range from mild discomfort to severe distress, influencing its impact on daily activities and quality of life. Factors such as the severity of the underlying condition, physical exertion, or emotional state can contribute to variations in intensity. Then there's duration. Breathlessness can be transient, occurring briefly in response to specific triggers, or persistent, lasting for extended periods. Chronic respiratory or cardiovascular conditions often result in recurrent or persistent breathlessness, while acute causes such as anxiety or physical exertion may lead to temporary episodes. Let's not forget the frequency of breathlessness episodes, which can vary widely among individuals and across different conditions. Some people may experience intermittent episodes triggered by specific stimuli, while others may suffer with persistent or progressive breathlessness as a part of their underlying health condition. When we start to delve a bit deeper, we can start to see that there is a multifaceted nature to breathlessness, which leads us into the physiological responses associated with breathlessness. The likelihood is that the person will experience their heart rate increasing, tachycardia, as breathlessness will activate the body's sympathetic nervous system. This physiological response aims to enhance oxygen delivery to tissues by pumping blood more rapidly through the circulatory system. Breathlessness often prompts rapid, shallow breathing, hyperventilation, as the body attempts to compensate for the perceived oxygen deficit. This rapid breathing pattern can exacerbate feelings of breathlessness by disrupting the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide levels in the blood. Then, in response to the stress and discomfort of breathlessness, the body may exhibit increased muscle tension, particularly in the chest, neck, and shoulders. This muscular tightening can further inhibit normal breathing patterns and contribute to feelings of constriction and discomfort. Then there's the question, what's the impact psychologically of breathlessness? Breathlessness can trigger feelings of anxiety and apprehension, particularly when it occurs unexpectedly or is perceived as uncontrollable. Anxiety about future breathlessness episodes or fear of suffocation may exacerbate symptoms and contribute to a heightened sense of distress. Then in some cases, breathlessness can escalate into a panic response characterized by overwhelming fear, confusion, and a sense of impending doom. Panic attacks may intensify breathlessness symptoms and lead to further physiological arousal, exacerbating the cycle of distress. Persistent or recurrent breathlessness can evoke feelings of frustration, helplessness, and anger, particularly when it interferes with daily activities or quality of life. Frustration may arise from the perceived inability to breathe normally, despite efforts to control or alleviate symptoms. Also, breathlessness can significantly impact various aspects of a person's life, including physical functioning, social interactions, work performance, and emotional well-being. Chronic breathlessness may lead to limitations in mobility, increased dependency on others, social isolation, and diminished enjoyment of activities, resulting in a reduced overall quality of life. During episodes of breathlessness, there is a complex interplay between physiological sensations and emotional experiences. You've got physiological sensations, increased heart rate, rapid breathing, and muscle tension that contribute to the physical discomfort and distress associated with breathlessness. There are the emotional responses, anxiety, panic, and frustration that arise in response to the perceived threat to one's well-being and the inability to breathe comfortably. And this feedback loop, where psychological distress can exacerbate physiological responses, leading to further escalation of breathlessness symptoms. Also, heightened physiological arousal can intensify emotional reactions, creating a feedback loop that perpetuates the cycle of distress. That's really where using our understanding of the mind-body connection becomes useful. Recognizing the interconnectedness between physiological and emotional aspects of breathlessness is essential for holistic management approaches. Mindfulness practices, such as breath awareness and relaxation techniques, can help you to cultivate greater awareness, acceptance, and regulation of both your physical sensations and emotional responses during breathlessness episodes. By fostering a more balanced mind-body connection, mindfulness empowers individuals to navigate breathlessness with greater resilience and well-being. Mindfulness is a comprehensive approach to navigating challenging experiences, including breathlessness. It involves cultivating present moment awareness, non-judgmental acceptance, and self-regulation of thoughts, emotions, and sensations, so you can observe your experiences with openness and curiosity as you foster a deeper understanding of your inner landscape, using tools and techniques for developing resilience and coping strategies in managing breathlessness. By cultivating present moment awareness, you can learn to observe those breathlessness sensations without immediately reacting or becoming overwhelmed. The practice of mindful breathing and also a body scan gives you greater capacity to regulate your physiological responses and soothe any heightened emotional states. This empowers you to approach breathlessness with a sense of calm, acceptance, and equanimity, rather than fear or resistance. Research has consistently demonstrated the effectiveness of mindfulness in reducing stress, anxiety, and symptoms associated with chronic health conditions, including breathlessness. Studies have shown that regular mindfulness practice can lead to significant improvements in psychological well-being, symptom management, and quality of life for individuals experiencing breathlessness. Let's take a look at the range of potential benefits. Firstly, mindfulness practices can help you to develop a more nuanced awareness of your breathlessness sensations, allowing you to discern subtle changes and patterns, which means that with this enhanced awareness, you can respond more effectively to symptoms and make informed decisions about self-care and symptom management. By cultivating mindfulness, you gain a sense of agency and empowerment in navigating your breathlessness experiences. You develop confidence in your ability to cope with challenging sensations and emotions, leading to greater autonomy in managing your health and well-being. Then thirdly, mindfulness equips you with skills for regulating your emotional responses to breathlessness. By cultivating a non-reactive and compassionate attitude towards your experiences, you can reduce anxiety, panic, and frustration as you foster greater emotional stability and resilience instead. Before we bring this session to a close, I'd like us to have an experience of mindfulness, using the idea of focusing on the breath and counting the breath for a few moments to promote awareness and relaxation. For this exercise, you can be seated or you could lie down. If it feels good today, go ahead and close your eyes, or just allow your gaze to soften. Have a sense that your body relaxes into the support beneath you. Then just take a few deeper breaths here. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Releasing any stress or tension. Allowing distractions to fade away. Then allowing your breath to find its way back into its normal pattern, its usual rhythm. Begin to count your breath silently in your mind. On the next inhale, count 1. On the exhale, count 2. On the inhale, count 3. On the exhale, count 4. All the way up to 8. And then start over. Gently counting the breath in your mind. No need to shape or change the breath. If you find your mind is wandering or becoming distracted and you lose count, that's okay. Smile to yourself and start over. There's no need to judge or criticize yourself for losing count. Simply acknowledge the distraction and return to the practice with kindness and patience. As you continue to count your breath, allow yourself to sink deeper into relaxation with each cycle of breath. Counting the inhale and the exhale. Notice any areas of tension in your body and invite them to soften and release with each breath that you count. Each inhalation, drawing in calmness and serenity, filling your body with a sense of peace and ease. Each exhalation, letting go of any stress, tension, or worry, allowing it to dissolve and drift away. As you come to the end of this exercise, you can finish counting your breath and take a moment to appreciate the stillness and presence you've cultivated. Pause for a moment and notice how your body feels. Notice the quality of your breath and the state of your mind. Then you can bring some movement back to your body. Maybe wiggle some fingers and toes. Perhaps noticing the sounds around you. Then blinking your eyes open if you close them, and become aware of the familiar colours and objects where you are. Before you get up, take a moment to feel that relaxation and calmness that you've cultivated here. And have a sense that you can take that with you into the rest of your day. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you back here for part 2 of this series from BluZone Health.